play for their defense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
For the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. C.J. Uzomah, 79 yards. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Here's Berrios. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jets will take over.
Their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls or setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. There's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run left with Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there is they were able to connect. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close said, we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second and 8. Now Wilson. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Prescott down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, fall when it happens in a game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The give is to Elliott, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Pollard going to try the right side. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Here's Wilson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're going to bounce when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying it. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Here's Dak. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Get a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed